is not good. I've been saying in the past, we should do at 4:35. So 4:32, so we're 3 minutes away from the second start time. It's not delayed. I've also been saying in the chat, there is my pattern so far. Because music is taking the site in accordance with the rules of not have played that music over this stream unless we need a copyright and then have the stream shut down. So we would not have been playing the music and we had no authorization to be playing music over the stream. So make the decision as we always do when there is music, I think we can use the stream. So that's why we give that feeling for the first season. We're anticipating that there will not be any more music, so we'll have full right to our game. So that, I hope, clears that up. Next, we want to speak about the persons want higher quality. Higher quality broadcast, what I will say about that is that it is not an issue of mobility or about the desire to create a higher quality or a higher quality broadcast. We absolutely want that. However, it is about constraints really money. So we want to be absolutely that if we want to pay scheduled to start 4:35. It is on the roster at the start.
First event on track. Paralympic 100 meters for women. Centre to contest this race. Amon Curlew and Sonsona Campbell. Amon Curlew, T20 athlete. Sonsona Campbell, T37.
While we get that out of the way, I also want to acknowledge a few folks who stood up and made this podcast possible. So I want to say good evening to the folks who made this possible. Facebook group who are helping to sponsor the broadcast of the last 2019. Possible and Egypt around the world to enjoy the excitement So again, a big up to the Facebook group where actually fans who are helping sponsor and this one is here after where you can do that and you can go ahead and donate your schedule for about 3 more blocks to go. There are also some upcoming movies that will be on
Sent off for this one. Campbell in charge of this one. And Colonel also here. And Campbell will go to the line and take this one. 15.63 seconds. That's our son of Campbell. 50.62 the time adjusted. Colonel 16.06. Standing by now for the male equivalent, Paralympic 100 meters here at Velocity Fest 19. It's a tribute to Paul Francis, distinguished coach in the island of Jamaica, part of the world-renowned MVP coaching center. Celebrated a birthday yesterday. Still not too late to send your well wishes, your best wishes to Paul Francis if you see him anywhere around. Later, the 100 meters for women and men. Those events will have finals. So the heats will be followed by the final that closes the action here at Velocity Fest 19. 8 will advance to the final of the 100 meters for women and the multiple finals for the male equivalent, or 8 heats for the men's 100 meters. Still eagerly anticipated seeing Kishane Thompson here. Jordan Levy, Janina Smith, oh yes, so much talent, so much quality. How about Bryan Levell on the male side? Adrian Carr, among others. Truly a galaxy of stars. Velocity Fest 19 on the 19th of April. It doesn't get much better than that. We're going to the line for this race in the lane number 1, Isaiah Sims. In lane 6, Delmar Campbell. And in lane 7, Jamali Richards.
On your mark.
Richard based on personal best shows that quality 11:47 is listed personal best. He's on the outside and he storms to the line ahead of Isaiah Sims, 11:64, the flash time. The adjusted time positive 0.9 meters per second. The wind speed Sims returns in 12.23 seconds. And Denmark Campbell, 12.59 seconds. That's that for the 100 meters for Paralympians. Jamal Richards, 11.64.
they pick a link, people contribute, and that's that.
Just about 8 minutes or so away from the start of the 100 meters for women. That's scheduled to go off at 5 p.m. local time. And it's just about 4:52 at the current moment. Of course, we see the athletes warming up, going through their paces, coaches and therapists and all by the back straight. We'll see that action. Good to see all the athletes present for competition. So 5 o'clock, 100 meters for women.
You got it? Child. I wish. So I want to say I think we're getting we're almost there. But I want to say to all the folks who are contributing, thank you guys so very much. Big up yourself. Yours. Big up yourself. Big up.
They went on the meetup and they did a new deal and they're supposed to sell it to the customer. So you can check with her. I look for you now, but then let's see that. And that's your right.
All right.
on the field. Athletes going through their paces, warming up before the start of the long jump for men. That's scheduled to start at 5 o'clock. That event sponsored by MVP. Also, going on at 5 o'clock, the SBS sponsored shot put for men. And the women's discus throw, also sponsored by the Sports Development Foundation. Just about 2 minutes to the hour. It's an hour that many have waited for. Not too often you see Kishane Thompson here over 100 meters, certainly not in recent years. And we have that quite an opportunity this year. Let's see what happens in Heat 1 and in Heat 2. 100 meters for women here at Boston Fest 19. Let's go to the lineup for this first heat, women's 100 meters. We begin from the lane number 1, we welcome representing Holy Child High School, Rihanna Laws. Lane number 3, former World Championship representative for the island of Jamaica, former record holder at Class 2 in the 100 meters at champs. Let's welcome Jura Levell. Lane number 4, 5th in the world indoor championship over 60 meters, has moved to the 7th fastest Jamaican over that discipline. A great year for her so far. Let's welcome from MVP, Janelle Smith. Lane number 5, part of the 4x100 meters pool that won silver medal at the World Championships. Let's welcome from sprinter, Joaquin Williams. The former NACA under 23 4x100 meter bronze medalist. She's from Trinidad and Tobago. She trains with Optimum Track Club, Shaniqua Bascom. A local high school here in this field from Miraculous, Championship. Another high school here, representing Holy Childhood, Sasha Gay Williams. Heat number 1, 100 meters for women, sponsored by Lucas Aid. Sent off. Great start for Smith. Jenny Williams taking it now. It's Smith and Williams, the top two of this one. Moving forward, Bascom as well. Smith gets there ahead of Williams. Bascom finished fast. 10.98. That's where that was speed. Well, can we say that we're really surprised? That's the first time guess for her. Finally, under 11 seconds, he goes from North National Stadium. Pascal 11.08.
10.99 for Jamil Smith. Joey Williams in second, 11.02. And Bascom first and second.
Those signs definitely we expect to be in the top 8 that will return for the final later on. Let's see what happens in heat number 2. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? Are you sure you're ready?
One centrally.
Positive 0.8 meters per second the wind speed in the just contested first heat. That's the personal best for Janine Smith, 10.99. Janine Williams, 11.02. Let's go now for the lineup for heat number 2. Let's welcome the athletes. In lane number 1, representing Hollywood Childhood, Angel Stewart. In lane 2, started the Intercollegiate Championship over 100 meters, representing Michael Siobhan Brandt. Lane 3, sprint double gold medalist at the under 18 level in the 2023 NACA Games. Let's welcome from Optimum Track Club, Fianna Lee Terrelon. Lane number 4, fastest woman alive over 100 meters at 10.54 seconds. Sprint double champion in consecutive Olympic Games 2016 and 2021. Let's welcome from the lead track club, Kishane Thompson. Lane number 5, Panam 4x1 meter silver medalist. Had a 10.9 wind-aided run earlier this year. Let's welcome from Dynamic Ski Track Club, Levani Williams. Has been in the World Championship final in earlier years. Also, 3 times a world relay gold medalist at the Olympics and the World Championships. Let's welcome from MVP, Natasha Morrison. Another integrated finalist over 100 meters from UTEC, Chanel Boston. And running on the field from Robert Boston, Michaela Gordon.
On your mark.
Ready. We are ready.
first student to win 20 and now in the senior ranks, showing the quality that we expected as a professional athlete. Big run of 10.92 for Kishane Thompson Euro. Give her a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. We should see her back in the final. We go now to the 100 meters for men. Kingston sponsors this event, the 100 meters for men. All of 24 athletes will qualify for a final. There are 3 different finals, A, B, and C, with the top 8 times being in the A final. We'll give you some updates on the long jump as it unfolds as well. That competition has started. Kishane Thompson going out for this so far, 7.32 meters. For heat number 1, 100 meters for men. In lane number 1, let's welcome from BC Foster College, David Tomlinson. In lane 2, from Raisins, Shamari Roberts. In lane number 4, let's welcome from Antigua, CJ Green. Lane number 5, world champion 200 meter bronze medalist from 2025 from Uptown Track Club here in Jamaica. Let's welcome Bryan Levell. Lane number 6, from Raisins, Shamar Horatio. Lane 7, Barbadian Mario Burke. And in lane 8, from Fusion Athletics, Kevon Benjamin. Heat number 1, 100 meters to men.
Hold your mark.
Massive personal best for him. 10.06 for Bryan Levell. Positive 1.6 meters per second on the wind speed. Benjamin on the outside. Let's wait for his shine. 10.20. And that's a big improvement for him. Season green 10.31. That's your top three from heat number 1. So that performance for Bryan Levell brings him to the second best season's performance for Jamaican men at 10.06, only bettered by Keane Blake currently at 10.05. Lots of action left today, and we expect to see him back for the final. Let's go. Standing by for heat number 2. Let's go for the lineup for heat number 2. In lane number 1, representing New Era. I'll make that. In lane number 2, representing New Era, Track Club, Joel Facey. Lane 3 from Optimum, Track Club, Romario Hines. And lane 4 from Springtech, Kishane Thompson. In lane number 5, the third fastest Jamaican junior over 100 meters at 10.08 seconds. Let's welcome from Adidas, Andre Daly. In lane number 6, the British record holder in the 100 meters and the 200 meters, Sarnell Hughes. Lane 7, representing Flying Angels, Ronnie Ellison. And in lane 8 from UTEC, Jardine Nicholas. Heat number 2, 100 meters for men. 10.06 the fastest that we've seen so far. Let's see what heat number 2 delivers.
On your mark.
Sent away for this one. And call back. now shown to the athlete in lane number 6. That's shown for the start in the start. All 7 remain. Center into the second time of asking. Right now, Alexander Hughes taking over. Time for Bailey also there, but Hughes gets the line ahead of Bailey. 10.09 for Zion Hughes. .07 for Zion Hughes. Daly 10.26. 10.57 for Kishane Thompson. You see so far, now 10.07 the time, adjusted for Zion Hughes. 10.26 for David, Kishane Thompson 10.57, the top 3 from heat number 2. Heat number 3 comes up. Let's go with the lineup. In lane number 2, let's welcome Chance Green. In lane 3, from GC Foster College, Davin Fleming. In lane 4, let's welcome Javoy Tucker. Lane 5, a former national champion over 100 meters from MVP, Rohan Watson. Lane 6, now representing GC Foster College, Jabari Thomas. And in lane 8, from Dynamic Speed Track Club, McCoy Curtis.
On your mark.
Sent away for this one. Rowan Watson off with a flyer. He's being chased by Jabari Thomas. Rowan Watson and Thomas. Watson edges Thomas there. 10.18 seconds for Rowan Watson. Jabari Thomas also there with a quick time. Let's see the adjusted times for both of these athletes. Positive 1.5 meters per second, 10.16 for Watson. Thomas 10.20 with Tucker at 10.47. Chance Segree 10.89 in fourth. heat number 3. Done and dusted. We go now to heat number 4. Let's welcome the athletes for heat number 4. We begin with lane number 3. Representing Scrum Track Club, let's welcome Warren Tucker. In lane number 4, personal best of 10.07 seconds from MVP Michael Campbell. In lane number 5 for World University Games champion 100 meters, personal best of 9.94 seconds from Springtech, Kishane Thompson. Representing MT Elite in lane number 6, Mazina Barrett. In lane 7 from MVP, Ramon Barswell. And also from MVP, lane number 8, Kishane Green. 100 meters, heat number 4, sponsored by Grace Kennedy. Sent away for this one. Michael Campbell now strolling forward is Golson. He takes control of this one. Kishane Golson, 10.02 the flash time. Queuing up to be a rather exciting final. The 8th final queuing up to be something epic, you know. Positive 1.8 meters per second, the wind speed 10.04. The fastest we've seen so far. Kishane Golson, 10.49 for Michael Campbell in second. Mazina Barrett at 10.50 seconds. Quick update in the long jump for men. Kishane Thompson of Springtech, 7.78 meters. One of 3 athletes, 7 meters or better. Second is David Tomlinson at 7.08 meters. and dead on 7 meters, Aubrey Allen of Swift Track Club. That he did on his 3rd attempt. We go to the track for heat number 5 in the Grace Kennedy sponsored 100 meters for men. Let's welcome the athletes in lane number 1 from Swift Track Club, Yanku Yip. In lane number 2 from Elite Track Club, a hurdler by trade, has a medal in the World Championships. Let's welcome Tyler Mason. And lane 3 from Dynamic Speed Track Club, Jordan Morgan. Lane 4, he has the distinction of being both a summer and winter Olympian for the island of Jamaica. Let's welcome a former national champion over 100 meters, Taekwondo Tracy. Lane 5, let's welcome from Titan Track Club, Shakur Williams. And in lane 6, from Sprintec, Dane McPherson.
On your mark.
Sent away for this one. McPherson on the outside of the great start. Tyler Mason also there. McPherson, Mason, and Williams. McPherson gets there ahead of Williams and Mason. 10.10 seconds. Time adjusted to 10.09 for Dane McPherson. Positive 1.4 meters per second. Mason gets second ahead of Williams, 10.15, 10.17 for Williams, former Meadowbrook standout. Morgan, 10.33, and Tracy at 10.53. We do have an idea so far of the athletes in the A final. Perhaps a bit early to indicate, but the 8th fastest time currently 10.20 seconds, that held by Kimon Benjamin of Fusion Athletics, with the fastest being 10.04, Kadrian Golson. The top 8 so far: Golson 10.04, Bryan Levell 10.06, Hughes 10.07, McPherson 10.09, Mason 10.15, Watson 10.16, Williams 10.17, and Benjamin 10.20. Still, a few more heats to be contested. That could change, and you reckon that it will change. Let's see how that goes. Let's go with the lineup for heat number 6. In lane number 1, Ryan Davis. He's a Paralympian. He's join the field in lane number 1. Lane 2, Romal Sewell of MVP. In lane number 3, let's welcome from Dynamic Speed, Romario McIntosh. In lane 4, representing MVP, Demar Sales. Lane 5, from Elite Track Club, Javon Dunkley. Lane 6, made it to the semi-final round of the 200 meters at last year's World Championships in Tokyo, Japan. Let's welcome from Dynamic Speed Track Club, Adrian Carr. In lane number 7, from Swift Track Club, Jason Lewis.
On your mark. Set.
Second and 5 there. Let's wait on
the Isabels.
the decision of the stop crew.
I want their butterfly catch.
Demar Sales of MVP showing a red card for a false start.
On your mark.
6 remain in the field.
Set.
Sent away for this one. Great start for Dunkley. Now Asian Carr storming forward on the outside. Sales. Nathan Lewis, 10.31 the flash time. Adrian Carr gets there, 10.29 seconds ahead of Lewis, who flew on the outside, 10.30, Dunkley, 10.33. Those the top 3 from heat number 6. Heat number 7, the penultimate heat in the 100 meters, comes up. Let's welcome the competitors. In lane number 1, from St. Jago High School, Trey Barrett. In lane number 2, from UTEC, Milton Piquet. In lane number 3, from MVP, Mario Williams. In lane number 4, World Under-20 silver medalist in 2022, the Jamaican Under-20 record holder at 9.99 seconds from Racers Track Club. Let's welcome Mwanje Nkrumah. Lane number 5 has won the 100 meters at Boys Champs in class 3, 2, and 1. Let's welcome from Elite Track Club, Sachin Dennis. In lane number 7 from Ulimona, Jonathan Houston. And in lane 8, Samuel Smith. He's from MVP.
On your mark.
Sent off for this one. Good start for Dennis. Nkrumah was left back. Sachin Dennis in the lead. Nkrumah trying to chase. Sachin Dennis. 10.22. 10.19 for Sachin Dennis. That should slip him in the top 8 at the moment. 10.31 for Nkrumah, who had an uncharacteristic hard start. .58 for Williams. Mario Williams here, 10.58. So the top 8 for the men will go in the A final. The times from 9th through to 16 will make it to 2. The B final and 17 to 24 will line up in the C final for the men. Only one final for the women. Let's go to the lineup for the final heat number 8. In lane number 1 from Woolman's Boys School, DeAndre Myers. In lane 2 also from Woolman's, David Foster. In lane number 3, multiple guys national champion in this event. From Surf Track Club, Emmanuel Archibald. In lane 4, representing the Elite Track Club, Nigel Ellis. In lane 7, from Woolman's, Kyle Clark. And in lane 8, also from Woolman's, Marley Robinson.
On your mark.
Sent away for this one, the final heat. Emmanuel Archibald in this one. Nigel Ellis also there. He storms forward, Nigel Ellis. And takes it in 10.16.
It's a flash time.
Let's see the adjusted time for Ellis. 10.16. Is that adjusted time? Positive 6.9 meters per second. Archibald at 10.40 and Myers at 10.74. With that, we can give you the updated summary. We are able to break it down into all 24 athletes who made it to a final, with the A final being contested by Clayton Goldston of Springtech at 10.04, Bryan Levell of Optimum 10.06, Zarnell Hughes of Racers 10.07, Adaine McPherson of Springtech 10.09, Tyler Mason of Elite 10.15, Nigel Ellis of Elite 10.16, Rohan Watson of MVP 10.16, and Shakur Williams of Titans 10.17. The B final, Sachin Dennis of Elite 10.19, Kevon Benjamin of Fusion Athletics 10.20, Jabari Thomas of GC Foster 10.20, DeAndre Daly of Adidas 10.26, Adrian Carr of Dynamic Speed 10.29, Jason Lewis of Sweat 10.30, Buaji and Krumi of Racers 10.31, and CJ Green of Antigua 10.31. The C final, Jabor Dunkley of Elite 10.33, Jordan Morgan of Dynamic Speed 10.33, Emmanuel Archibald of Sweat 10.40, Shamar Horatio Racers 10.46, Jaboy Tucker 10.47, Michael Campbell of MVP 10.49, Mazina Barrett of MT Elite 10.50, and Ramon Barneswell of MVP 10.51. The women's 100-meter final, led by Kishane Thompson here at 10.92, Shaniel Smith, MVP 10.99, Janine Williams, Springtech 11.02, Levania Williams of Dynamic Speed 11.04, Shaniqua Bascom, Optimum 11.08, Tiana Lee Terrell, Optimum 11.27, Jura Levy of Swift 11.47, and Shavona Grant of Michael 11.77. Next event on track, the 400 meters for women and men. Of course, the female equivalent begins. And this event is sponsored by Water. 4 athletes set for the women's 400 meters. Among them, the fastest woman alive over 200 meters. Can you guess the name? Also there, double bronze medalist over 400 meters at the World Championships. Can you guess that name? She's from the Caribbean, to be a bit more specific. And we also have an Olympic finalist, 6th in that final in Paris over the 400 meters hurdles. Lots of quality. We'll go around the track for the 400 meters for women. Bonnie McLeod of GC Foster College, completing his 6th attempt, 6.90, his best in the series, 6.91. Next up, David Tomlinson of GC Foster has already gone on to 7.21 meters. That is 5th round effort. Let's see what he does in his 6th and final jump. Bryan Levell, 7.38 meters, moves into 2nd with that effort. Tomlinson now on the runway, David Tomlinson. We're standing by for the 400 meters for women. This event is sponsored by water. Let's go with the lineup beginning from lane number 7. She finished 6th in the Paris Olympic final, the 400 meters hurdles for women. Let's welcome from Sprinting, Kishane Thompson. Lane number 6, twice a World Championships bronze medalist in the 400 meters, the Belgian record holder in both the 400 meters and the 200 meters. Let's welcome from MVP, Jay Williams. In lane number 5, the fastest woman alive over 200 meters at 21.41 seconds. Also has gold medals in the 200 meters at the World Championship level and a bronze medal at the 400 meters in the World Championships. Let's welcome from MVP, Shericka Jackson. And let's welcome from MVP, Janelle Joseph. Lane 7 to 4 occupied in this 400 meters for women.
On your mark.
They're sent away for the 400 meters. Good start for someone on the outside with Kishane Williams of MVP also traveling well. Shericka Jackson knows a thing or two about navigating the 400 meters, but she's in third place on the stack at the moment with Janelle Joseph, the nascent runner from UTEC, formerly of St. Andrew, also there in the mix. But Kishane Williams leads them over 200 meters and she continues to travel well. Salmon now being chased down by Shericka Jackson with just over 100 meters left in this one. Kishane Williams in cruise control. The Barbadian leads them. Jackson and Salmon there. Kishane Williams though making it routine running for her as she comes to the line. She gets the win in 51.38 seconds. Shericka Jackson in second ahead of Shine Salmon. 51.38 for Kishane Williams, 52.55 for Jackson, and Salmon 52.77. Back to the track, 400 meters for men. This event is sponsored by KFC. Let's welcome in lane number 7, representing Dynamic Speed Track Club, Kemar Davis. In lane 5, from GC Foster College, O'Malley Harry. In lane 4, from UTEC, Siobhan Wardlow. And in lane 3, from Bahamas, Gregory Seymour.
On your right.
They are sent away for the first 400 meters of 3 for the men. The man on the outside, raising K, that's Kemar Davis of Dynamic Speed. Warno of UTEC. In his high school years, did the 800 meters for Kingston College, stepping down to the 400 meters under the tutelage of the UTEC MVP camp. Let's see how he delivers. Based on the standard, should be just about in second, but still leading on the outside is the man, Kemar Davis. Lane number 7 is hot with Kemar Davis. Warno now storms forward, but he's been chased by O'Malley Harry of GC Foster College, Wardo and Harry, the top two. And Harry may have just made Wardo 47.95 for O'Malley Harry, the Guyanese who trains at GC Foster College. 47.97. Standing by for the second 400 meter heat, final B. Let's go with the lineup. In lane number 8, representing UTEC, Miguel Spence. In lane number 7, he now trains at the Racers Track Club. Has won gold medals at the Crypto level and at Boys and Girls Championships over 400 meters. Let's welcome Marcinho Rose. Lane number 6, representing Sweat Track Club, Javon Francis. Lane number 5 from UTEC, Matthew Morris. Lane number 4 from Dynamic Speed Track Club, Wayne McPherson. In lane number 3, Chance Segree. And in lane 1, from GC Foster College, via St. Vincent and Grenadines, Asheen Daniel.
On your mark.
They're sent away for this one. Marcina Rose on the new tutelage at races. He goes on to a fast start. Javon Francis. We have seen him deliver epic relay legs for Jamaica. Has also stood out at the boys' chance level in earlier years. That's the top two at the moment with Rose leading them. Marcina Rose and Javon Francis in this 400 meters. Javon Francis trying to peel in Marcina Rose, but he responds and continues to motor away. And Marcina Rose shows quality, and he pushes all the way to the line. Let's see, 45.98. That is a good return from him and for him. The season. Looking right for Marcina Rose. 45.98, 47.04 for Javon Francis. Asheen Daniel, 49.53. Let's go with the lineup for the third and final 400 meters run. Of course, this event sponsored by KFC. In lane number 7, trains with the Racers Track Club, has done well over 400 meters and 400 meters hurdles, Jeremy Bembridge. In lane number 6, let's welcome the Olympian DeAndre Watkin. Lane 5, a part of the World Indoor Championship 4x400 meter relay bronze medal winning team for Jamaica. He trains with the racers Raheem Hales. In lane 4, representing MVP via Trinidad and Tobago, Roshane Sylvester. In lane 3, also at racers Rafael McPherson. In lane 2, representing Supreme Athletic Track Club, Evaldo Whitehorn. And in lane 1, from GC Foster College, Shaquille Shad.
On your mark.
Haven't seen it on the Whitehorn in a while. Happy to see it back on the track. Let's see the form. Jeremy Bembridge, DeAndre Watkin, Raheem Hales, and Lavelle at first all report in. Sylvester also there in this lineup and currently leading them. Could be DeAndre Watkin on the outside. He's now being tracked by Raheem Hales, who's been in fine form this early season. But Jeremy Bembridge also on the outside, keeping his presence very much relevant. Bembridge leads them over 300 meters. He carries them to the straightaway. Watkin now trying to rally Raheem Hales, trying to reel in Jeremy Bembridge. Watkin with a fast finish. Bembridge still on the outside. Watkin takes over. 45.50 for DeAndre Watkin. Jeremy Bembridge certainly under 46 seconds as well. Doesn't look pleased with the second place finish there. But the time should be certainly under 46 seconds. Watkin, 45.50, the final time as well. 45.63 for Jeremy Bembridge. Raheem Hales, 45.68. .63 for Bembridge. That's just 1/100 of a second outside of the season's best. 45.50, certainly a season's best with DeAndre Watkin, and the fastest time among the men over 400 meters. standing by for action over 800 meters. On the Run sponsors this 800 meters for men. Three competitors for this 800 meters for men, sponsored by On The Run, Kishane Evans of Calabar, Alex Taylor of VIP Track Club, and Adina Davidson of Calabar, the competitors present for this one. World-class athletics. Thank you so much for continuing to bring world-class timing and event management in the island of Jamaica. Velocity Fest 19. Once more the lineup. Kishane Evans of Calabar, Alex Taylor of VIP Track Club, and Adina Davidson of Calabar, the competitors in this 800 meters.
On your mark.
Half a mile, the distance they'll cover. 2 times around this track. 800 meters. Solid start for Kishane Evans of Calabar, but the man on the outside had to travel very well, and that's Adina Davidson. He takes him through the opening 200 meters. Davidson and Evans, the top two at the moment. Adina Davidson marching towards where he started from. And let's see the kind of time that he returns over 400 meters. Just under 56 seconds or thereabout. Evans also there. Taylor a bit back. And those three, let's see how they can deliver in the final lap. Adina Davidson has been leading. Can he maintain? Will he maintain? Will he improve on that 56 seconds over 400 meters and return a quicker time in the second 400? 200 meters left for him now. And of course the 200 meters comes up shortly here at Velocity Fest 19. And still the leading is Adina Davidson. Alex Taylor has taken over second place ahead of Kishane Evans. And Davidson is marching to the line. The inertia sprint is Davidson. And he returns in 1:57.44. Adina Davidson of Calabar. Give them a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. 800 meters. The next event on track, the 400 meters hurdles for men, that scheduled for 6:30 and will be contested at the scheduled time. There's action in the shot put, the long jump for women as well, discus for women also in progress. So lots to feast your eyes on the field. Men's long jump was won by Kishane Thompson of Shericka 7.78, retired in the 4th round. Second was Aubrey Allen of Swift, 7.38. He left that one late. And third was GC Foster College's David Tomlinson, 7.21 meters.
Two.
Long jump for women. Competition just started. Competitors in this one: Kishane Powell of UTEP, Kishane Matthews of MVP, Assasio Malcolm of UTEP, and Melissa Morgan. Kishane Powell of UTEP opens her account at 5.43 meters. First attempt in the long jump. Next up should be Matthews of MVP. Discus for women in progress. Leading the event, MVP Samantha Hall, 61.70 meters. Second, Brianna Monteith of GC Foster, 48.54. And third, Abigail Bennett of Brownbrook, 47.46. In the 4th round of that competition, the discus. So we have double of Excelsior, 40.57 that she just did. A foul for the next competitor in the lineup, Brandon Malcolm of Heidel. She's already through 46.89. That's good enough for 4th position at the moment. Where goes Abigail Bennett. Now enters the ring. 47.46 meters, her best so far. Bennett. See, that's an improvement on 47.46. .17, not an improvement, but she still goes on to third position at the moment. Want to give a very special thanks to Suffragan, Boost You Up, all hurdles events, sponsored by Suffragan and medal winners in these events. 400 meters hurdles, the 100 meters hurdles for women, the 110 meters hurdles for men. All medal winners will receive cases of Suffragan for their efforts. Suffragan Boost You Up. Back to the discus throw. Samantha Hall of MVP. Fourth round effort. Looks like a decent effort, you know. Already she's on 61.70 meters. Has been in personal best shape this year. Samantha Hall, 66.39, 60.13 for that fourth round effort. Samantha Hall, 4 times the national champion in the discus. Action in the long jump for women. Angel Powell of UTEC, 5.67 on the second round effort. Melissa Morgan, 5.39 in second. Anastasia Magno of UTEC, 4.80. That's the top 3 at the moment. Long jump for women. 61.70 meters still leads the discus throw for women. Samantha Hall leading all competitors. We're standing by for the 400 meters hurdles for men. This event is sponsored by Suffragan. All medal winners in this event will receive a case of Suffragan. Suffragan boosts you up. Let's go to the lineup for the 400 meters hurdles for men. We begin from lane number 6. Let's welcome from Races Track Club via Dominica, Derek Luke. In lane number 5, from Titans Track Club, Demar Murray. Lane 4, also from Titans, Zachary Chamberlain. Lane 3, from New Era, Malachi Needham. Lane 2, Jordan Taylor. And in lane 1, representing Michael, Romain Campbell. Let's do the introduction once more as an athlete has recently arrived in the field. Lane number 8, let's welcome Tyler Ferguson. Lane 7, the late addition to the start list, Romario Stewart of Michael. Lane 6, Denise Luke of Racers. Lane 5, Demar Murray. Lane 4, Zachary Chamberlain. Lane 3, Malachi Needham. Lane 2, Jordan Taylor. Lane 1, Romain Campbell. Sent off, Suppletin, boost them up for this one. And let's see how they deliver. 400 meters hurdles. Certainly not an event for the faint of heart. Derek Luke of Racers. Going out very fast, the man from Dominica. Demar Murray of Titans also there. And he just comes to the shoulder thereabout of Derek Luke. Luke responds well. And they now travel just about into the straightaway. Demar Murray and Derek Luke. Zachary Chamberlain trying to lead the conversation as well, but Derek Luke, the man from Dominica, now training with Racers, takes over and goes to the line ahead of Murray, 49.36. They'll receive a boost from Suppletin for their efforts. 49.38 for Luke, 50.15 for Demar Murray, and Chamberlain returns in 51.12.
Hey, man, look. Bad, go bad.
discus competition for women. That event won by Samantha Hall in a new meet record of 64 meters. But guess what? It's also her birthday today, the 19th of April. I think you can all give her a big hand and wish her happy birthday. Meet record performance, 64 meters in the discus for women. Next event on track, the women's 200 meters. We'll have 2 heats of that event. Followed by 3 heats of the 200 meters for men. 200 meters for women. 200 meters for women, the next event on the track. The world lead at 22.09 seconds set on the 10th of April by Cambria Sturgis of the United States. The Jamaican lead held by Shania Douglas, 22.11. Incidentally, that is a new national under 20 record as well. That was done on the 6th of April this year. Let's go with the lineup for Heat 1. In lane number 8, let's welcome Giselle Shaw. Lane number 7, let's welcome from Herbert Morrison, Michaela Gordon. Lane 6, from Holy Childhood, Angel Stewart. Lane 5, from Herbert Morrison, Kenisha May. And in lane 3, from Holy Childhood, Sasha Gay Williams. Sent away for this one, the first heat of the 200 meters for women. Michaela Gordon of Herbert Morrison on the outside, being tracked by Angel Stewart of Holy Childhood. Stewart of Holy Childhood now takes over. And it's Angel Stewart of Holy Childhood who will get to the line ahead of Gordon of Herbert Morrison. 24.88 seconds for Angel Stewart. The second heat is certainly one to watch. Let's go with the lineup for this one. In lane number 8. We welcome the Jamaican national record holder over the 100 meters hurdles at 12.24 seconds. World indoor bronze medalist over the 60 meters hurdles this year, Akira Nugent. In lane number 7, an Olympic finalist over 100 meters in 2024. From MVP, let's welcome Clayton. In lane number 6, reigning world under 20 champion over 100 meters, the Jamaican under 20 record holder over 100 meters. Let's welcome Alana Reed. In lane number 5, world championship silver medalist in Tokyo, twice world under 20 gold medalist as a junior. Let's welcome from MVP, Clayton. And in lane 2, representing Optimum Track Club from Trinidad and Tobago, Shericka Jackson. Let's see the twins in action. Great start for Tia Clayton. She travels well in lane number 7. Also moving is Alana Reed. Tia Clayton a bit back. This one is hot. Alana Reed storming forward. Tia Clayton now. That's from on the inside. Steals the march and gets here ahead of the rest. 22.69. 22.69 for Shericka Jackson. A big run for her from the inside. Give her a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. 22.60. Alana Reed has improved down to 22.89. And Tina Clayton with a late final flurry. 23.02 for third, just ahead of her sister Tia Clayton. 23.04. 22.68 for Shericka Jackson. A big time for her. And that is a massive personal best for Bascom. Give her a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. personal best also for Alana Reed, 22.89. Tina Clayton, 23.02. All registering personal best in this 200 meters, as well as Tia Clayton. So big performances, and it all is well for the season as we see them prepare for other meets in Europe and, of course, the Ultimate World Championships as well, should they qualify. We go now to the men's 200 meters, final C, or the third heat. It's done in reverse order based on the seedings. Let's go for the lineup for final C. In lane number 8. Let's scratch that. In lane number 6. Mazzino Barrett of MT Elite. In lane number 5, Rashid Butler of Monroe. Lane 4, Nikolai Palm of UTEC. Lane 3, Romario Hines of Optimum. Lane 2, Romario McIntosh of Dynamic Speed. And in lane 1, Horace Henry, Jamaica Elite Masters. They're sent away for this one. Solid start for the man in lane 7, Kimani Sterling of Races. Mazzino Barrett goes in chase. Now taking over, Barrett of MT Elite. Lane number 2 has McIntosh of Dynamic Speed, 21.22. For Mazzino Barrett of MT Elite. 21.26 the time adjusted, positive 0.8 meters per second. Kimani Sterling, 21.37 second. Amari McIntosh from the inside lane was third in 21.57. 21.68 for Romario Hines. Nikolai Pavo, 15.22.45, and Rashid Bagam of Monroe, 24.07. Let's go with the lineup for this one. In lane number 7, representing Optimum Track Club, former Griffith the Asian Kieran Griffiths. And in lane 1, from the Bahamas, Gregory Seymour.
Let me look.
Sent away for this one. Solid start for Griffiths of races. Kennedy on the outside will have to rally. But in charge is Kieran Griffiths of races in lane number 3. Kennedy on the outside. In second, Griffiths moves away from the field. And let's see the time he returns, 20.77 seconds. .76 the time adjusted to the positive 0.5 meters per second wind speed. 21.37 for Delano Kennedy. And Seymour, 22.29. Well, this one is worth the wait in gold. Final A of the 200 meters, courtesy of Paul Francis. This one has a reigning world champion and a past world champion in different events, but they converge over 200 meters. This is something to savor on a Sunday evening. Let's give the lineup. In lane number 8, 2023 World Indoor Championship bronze medalist over 60 meters, representing Dynamic Speed Track Club. Let's welcome Akeem Blake. In lane number 7, 2025 World Champion over 100 meters from Racers Track Club. Let's welcome Oblique Seville. Lane number 6, 20.08 at his best over 200 meters was a semi-finalist at the World Championships in the event. Let's welcome from Dynamic Speed, Adrian Carr. In lane number 5, 2023 World Champion over 400 meters from Racers Track Club. Let's welcome Antonio Watson. In lane 2, let's welcome from Optimum Track Club, Shamar Chambers. And in lane 1, from UTEC, Yazid Daniel. sent away for this one. Blake customarily gets a fine start and he travels well. Oblique Seville is being hunted by Adrian Carr. Let's look at this one now. Carr ahead of Seville. Blake is there as well. Adrian Carr ahead of Oblique Seville. Adrian Carr over 200 meters is impressive. 20.29.
Adrian Carr over Oblique Seville. Again.
Talk about the rest.
20.28 for Carr, Seville 20.43, Blake 20.58, Watson 20.82 in fourth. Give your hands for Adrian Carr.
Up to that motorcade.
Action ongoing in the high jump and the javelin. Lachey Wilson takes the early lead in the high jump. Clearance at 2 meters, 2.05 meters. Discus throw for men in progress as well. Joseph Salmon of Jamaica College. register mark. 55.60 meters for Salmon. Of course, this is at the senior weight discuss 2 kilograms. Henry there competing. His 5th round effort. His best so far, 45.71 meters. Let's see if he's improved on that one. 45.18. That's an improvement. Next in the sequence should be Josh Maud of Explosive Movement Athletic Club. Has already gone 50.26 meters. Maud doesn't get it to go there. Next in the sector is Chad Wright of Legacy, 59.94. Let's see how he delivers 5th round effort discus for men. Is that an improvement on 59.94? So there and thereabout. It is an improvement. 62.13 for Chad Wright. Extends his lead in the discus throw for men, sponsored by Wanta. Coming up next is the 110 meters hurdles for men. That will be followed by the final of the 100 meters for women, and the 3 finals, the 100 meters for men. discus throw for men coming to a close. Competitor 892, Chad Wright, closing the event with 61.03. That is second throw over 60 meters. Just behind the 62.13 he did. That's the winning mark. Joseph Salmon of JC, 55.60 in second. Josh Mowat, 51.14. He delivers for third. That's the discus throw for men. Congratulations to Chad Wright winning that event. High jump for men, still in progress. Raymond Richards of MVP. Clear at 2.15 meters and at 2.20 meters. Lashane Wilson, 205. And he has since retired from the competition. The Mario in the high jump, Raymond Richards, unable to clear first side of asking as we stand by for the hurdles for men, the 110 meter hurdles. Let's welcome the athletes in the 110 meters hurdles for men. In lane number 3, representing New Era Track Club, Joel Facey. In lane 4, from MVP, Joel Bryan. And in lane 5, from Swift Track Club, DeJoel Russell.
On your mark.
They're sent away for this one. DeJoel Russell takes control. Of course, a former Commonwealth Games finalist as a high schooler. And he schools them in this one. DeJoel Russell to the line. 13.56. Just above the season's best performance he's done so far, 13.45. 13.53 the time adjusted. Joel Bryan, 14.07. And Joel Facey, 14.43. Javelin throw. That looks like it's a big one, you know. This event sponsored by Lucas Aid. and gets things going. 74.76 meters. Javelin throw for men. Next event on the track, the 100 meters final. The 100 meters final for women sponsored by Lucas Aid. We'll introduce the athletes momentarily. Action still ongoing in the high jump. Raymond Richards has one more attempt at 2.25 meters. Raymond Richards falls on that attempt as well. He wins the discipline with 2.20 meters ahead of Lachey Wilson, 2.05 meters. the 100 meters hurdles for women. The next event on the track. Javelin throw. The action is hot, ladies and gentlemen. Let's wait for that mark. Currently the lead, 74.76 by Elvis Graham. Elvis Graham extends on that one with a new meet record, 75.61 meters. Give him a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back to the track. 100 meters hurdles for women. In lane number 4, representing Elite Performance Track Club via Haiti, Emilia Chaffon. In lane number 5, representing Racers Track Club, former world under-20 silver medalist over 100 meters hurdles. Let's welcome Alexis James.
On your mark.
Chaffon gets a good start, but Alexis James storms away and takes control of this one. Alexis James from Racers all the way to the line. 12.94 for Alexis James. That's a season's best performance for her. Positive 0.7 meters per second. Prior to this event, her season's best stood at 13.19 meters. Big performance for her. 13.66 for Chaffon. We're standing by for the final of the 100 meters for women. Let's introduce the athletes. In lane number 1, personal best of 11.59 seconds, a season best of 11.77. Won the bronze medal at the Intercollegiate Games earlier this week, or last week to be more specific, from Michael, Siobhan Grant. In lane number 2, personal best of 11.13 seconds, 2023 NACA Under 18 Sprint Double Champion, representing Optimum Track Club, Diana Lee Terradon. In lane number 3, 11 seconds flat as a personal best, has gone to 11.02 this season. Let's welcome from Sprint Deck, Janine Williams. Lane number 4, Moga personal best of 10.99 qualifying, 5th in the world indoor championships over 60 meters. Let's welcome from MVP, Janelle Smith. In lane number 5, also a personal best in qualifying, 11.04 seconds, from Dynamic Speed Track Club, Lavanya Williams. And in lane 8, qualifying at a time of 11.47 seconds from Swift Track Club, Jura Levy. 100 meters for women, the final.
On your mark.
Sent away for this one. Great start lane 3 for Johnny Williams. Lavanya Williams also here. Johnny Smith is fighting with Lavanya Williams. 10.97. Last year she had a beauty of 4.45. 10.96 for Lavanya Williams. Here are the hand ladies and gentlemen. 11.01 for Smith. Rallying for second. Johnny Williams 11.09 for third. Terrell 11.36 for fourth. Levy in fifth. 11.51.
Are you me, girl?
Lavanya Williams, one more time give her a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. 10.96.
Yeah!
She joined the Southern Level Camp. Janelle Smith 11.01. Jenny Williams 11.09. Diana Lee Terradon 11.36. Shura Lee 11.51. And Siobhan Grant 11.76.
With 10.99 in the heat, 11.01 in the finals. Lavanya Williams 11.04 in the heat, 10.95 in the finals.
Wait for us not this year. Plan on it. Plan on it. Yeah, man.
Let's see who picked that. I mean, somebody said Smith and Williams 1 or 2. Let's go. Pick up the gap. The one for King second. That was crazy. No! My son. Somebody got
Standing by for the semi-final in the men's 100 meters.
The 96? Yeah! Yeah!
Somebody said in an online forum the other day that come next year 10-9 won't the Jamaica team. That looks under and this is related to what it's getting so crowded right now in terms of Jamaica's track. We have the Clayton, we have the man is getting on, Jordan Smith is healthy and running well, personal best. We have Shericka Walker 10 minutes the other day. We have to get rid of those who continues to of course, Jay Dublow. We have Sabrina. So many. Williams is still there. Kishane Thompson here is coming back.
Final C of the 100 meters for men. Let's welcome the competitors. In lane number 1, performance of 10.37 seconds, qualified at 10.57 from Springtech, Kishane Thompson. In lane number 3, 10.08 seconds is a personal best. He qualified at 10.47 from Jamaica, Jay Dublow. In lane number 4, let's welcome from Dynamic Speed Track Club, Jordan Morgan. In lane number 6, from Races, Shamar Horatio. In lane 7, from MTLE, Mazina Barrett. And in lane 8, the former national champion of the personal best of 9.96, Olympian Taekwondo Tracy.
On your mark. Stand up. Quiet for the start, please.
Please be quiet for the start.
On your mark.
It's called back. Elvis Graham, Chaplin, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. 75.61. That's the current lead. Let's see if that's an improvement. Yellow card. Shown to the athlete in lane number 4, Jordan Morgan.
On your mark.
Sent away the second time of asking Morgan. A fucking start on the outside. Taekwondo Tracy. Morgan now takes control ahead of Tracy. Jordan Morgan. 10.33 seconds. Just 4 100ths of a second. Outside his personal best. They got 3 now. It's adjusted to 10.32. Tracy in second, 10.40 season's best for Tracy. Shamar Horatio in third, 10.49. Update from the javelin. Elvis Graham improves upon his lead, improves upon the meet record, 76.80 meters. Javelin throw. On fire.
Just about half a meter outside the national record.
We're going to final B. Here we go for the lineup. Final B, 100 meters. In lane number 3, massive personal best in qualifying of 10.20. That's welcome from Fusion Athletics, Kevon Benjamin. Lane 4. Third fastest Jamaican junior, the under 20 level, 10.08. That's welcome from Adidas, DeAndre Daly. Lane number 5, personal best of 10.11 seconds, 10.20 to qualify to this final. That's Let's welcome from GC Foster, Jabari Thomas. In lane number 6, from Elite Performance Track Club, personal best of 10.04 seconds. Let's welcome Sachin Dennis. In lane number 7, from Swap Track Club, Jason Lewis. And in lane 8, the Jamaican Under 20 national record holder, 9.99 seconds. Let's welcome Bawaji and Kruby. Sent away. Let's grab once more. The operator of a drone in the vicinity of the 100-meter start, please move that device. It's causing unnecessary distraction. Operator of a drone on the 100-meter start, please move that device. It's causing unnecessary distraction.
On your mark.
Sent away second time of basket and Cooley on the fly of a start on the outside. He steals the ball to the rest of the field. Blocking Cooley. Goes on the inside. 10.16 for Wayne Cooley. Atonement for the hard start he had in the heat. 10.16 he returns. That's a season's best for him as well. 10.15 the time is adjusted. Benjamin returns at 10.20 for the second time in the evening. How has he entered the conversation? Come on, Benjamin. For Benjamin, still very close to split third and fourth. 10.15 for Crew, 10.20 for Benjamin. Still no split in the third and fourth at the moment as we stand by for the final. So it's actually Thomas who's given second, Jabari Thomas, ahead of Benjamin, both given 10.20. Jabari Thomas. Dennis at 10.26 with David 10.27 and Jason Lewis rounded out the field 10.67. The A final. Let's see how they deliver here. The lineup for the A final, 100 meters for men at the velocity test 90-20-26. Let's welcome in lane number 1. First one is at 10.15 seconds, 10.17 to qualify from Titans, Shakur Williams. In lane number 3, former World University Games champion over 100 meters, 9.94 as a personal best. Let's welcome from Sprinttech, Adrian Golson. In lane number 4, World Championships bronze medalist in the 100 meters in 2023, the British 100 and 200 national record holder over those disciplines. Let's welcome from racers, Zarnell Hughes. In lane number 5, a personal best of 10.06 seconds. Let's welcome from Sprinttech, Adain McPherson. In lane number 6, the World Championships 200 meters bronze medalist from Tokyo with a personal best of 9.8 over the 100 meters. Let's welcome from Optimum Performance Track Club, Bryan Levell. In lane 7, we have a former national champion, a personal best of 9.91 seconds from MVP, Rohan Watson. And in lane 8, representing Elite Performance Track Club, Nigel Ellis. The A final, the 100 meters event on track. Please be quiet for the start.
On your mark.
9.90. Joint second in the world. Positive 1.3. Golson. 9.99. He loves that as well. Zarnell Hughes. 10 seconds flat. They have delivered, you know. They really have. You can give them a big hand like that, ladies and gentlemen. .90 seconds. Only Colin Chipe of Botswana has gone faster. Bryan Levell at 9.90. Joint second with Max Thomas of the USA. First got a flyer though. He's still waiting on his time. So is Rohan Watson. .90 for Bryan Levell. That is a brand new meet record as well for the Velocity Fest. The accolades continue to pile on as we see some superb performances. Big one from Bryan Levell, 990. Big personal best for the Vanya Williams, 10.96. Elvis Graham has been in imperious form in the javelin. And so much we've seen in the 200 meters. Massive personal best for Bascom as well as Alana Reed and the Clayton twins as well. It's been a thoroughly entertaining evening of action here at the Velocity Fest 19, brought to you by World Class Athletics. Bruce James, the pioneer and the chief engineer of it all. Once a very special thanks to those who joined us on the adjusted date, the 19th of April, for Velocity Fest 19. And whether you walk, ride, or drive, we do hope that you have a safe journey home until we gather again like this for Velocity Fest. Watson gets 10.07, and that's good enough for fourth. Williams 10.12. That's a personal best for Shericka Williams. That is my first and 10.13 for sixth. Zarna Hughes 10.02. The time adjusted for his third place finish. Ellis is seventh at 10.15. 990 for Bryan Levell. A solid performance, second in the world in the month of April. So much more left to come. But guess what? Coming up later on this year, the World Under-20 Championships in Eugene and the Ultimate Championships in Budapest, Hungary. Join the Jamaica Sports Bikes group, and you'll have the opportunity to see the rising stars in these events. WhatsApp 876-344-8000. That's 876-344-8000. Or visit johnsports876.com to ensure you have a ticket and a chance to see the Jamaican stars in action at those events. That's all we have on the action here at the Velocity Fest 19. Thank you so much for being here, and do have a safe journey home.